Hey everybody!
Good afternoon, guys.
Welcome back to the channel. Today we are at Reptile World Serpentarium, which is in, I believe, St. Cloud. It's about a 45-minute drive to get here from where we have been living.
Straight down 192.
But we are really excited to see it. I personally love snakes.
I hate snakes. But we're going to see how this goes.
I'm excited to see some. Let's go.
Look where we are today. I am not looking forward to this. I do not like snakes. But
Come on.
Julie has waited for this for how many years now? A couple of years, right?
It's been at least 2.
So let's go in.
I love snakes.
I know you do.
I have a healthy respect for them. So they are they can startle me very easily. But
My curious mind just wants to know more. I'll leave it at that.
Yes. Marshall and Mari used to have a bearded dragon just like this. Her name was Carol Baskin because she liked to bask in the sunlight.
I remember her. Look at all the turtles. Wow. Ooh, I smell the water.
Here's a bummer. Today is the Super Bowl. I totally forgot about that because I don't care about that. But there's actually not going to be a Venom show today because the guy who does the Venom show is in, I think she said, Fort Lauderdale for a Super Bowl activity. So unfortunately that won't be in this video. But I don't really care. I'm more excited about just seeing some snakes. The Florida box turtles look kind of like North Carolina box turtles, if you ask me. Oh, God, if he's moving, he's really booking it. Okay, so there's actually a lot of different kinds of turtles in here, I guess. We know all about the gopher tortoise. We've seen lots of those on this channel. Alligator snapper. Ooh, he looks mean. These look like a lot of red ear sliders. Right?
Yeah.
Florida box turtle over there. Aww. Red-footed tortoise.
Well, hello, guys.
He's big.
Yeah.
Compared to my foot, look how big he is.
Oh, look at.
Oh.
And this one's having a feast.
Oh, look at him. He's eating a salad. I wouldn't do it, buddy.
Look at all the apples and the. Yeah.
That's all right. More salad for him, less salad for me.
I like it that way. Ooh, 2 big gators. See if I can get you.
Look at his eye. Look how it's all white.
Shot. Oh,
is it closed? Is that his eyelid, maybe?
I think so. Gosh, he's got to be, what, over 10 feet, you think?
Oh, yeah. Look at his white paws, his white toenails.
Yeah, I see that.
I think their little gator hands are so cute.
I was like, you need a manicure, bud. We have a smaller one over here I'll take you to. I think he's kind of napping in the sun as well. There we go. Oh, it's a she. Her name is what? Lupita? And he is Pete. Lupita and Pete.
So, he came here in 1985. That was the year I was born.
Okay.
There's a big chunk of this time missing, but he had already been, I guess, with his family for 30 years from the time he was a baby. He was donated by the Nautilus Exercise Equipment Company.
I know that company, yeah.
Yeah, he had been living at a factory in Lake Helen, Florida.
Wow.
I'm not sure the rest.
That's okay. And then something about Lupita down here, about
in
her hatchlings.
In 1996, they introduced Lupita. Something about a farm in Kissimmee.
Mm-hmm.
They have produced a number of nests of her own. About a dozen hatchlings are produced from each of these matings, and the first happened in August of 2024.
Okay. I'm not sure if you can see on the photo there some of her hatchlings. In here and here. Yeah.
Oh, her
cool.
little babies. I wonder what they do with her little babies.
I know. That's hilarious.
He didn't like it when I tried it. Look how big
Oh.
his tongue is. Can you see?
Wow.
I think it's called a monitor. I can't remember. We learned about this at the
Yes,
Disneyland.
we did.
Okay, I am ready for some snakes. You ready for this?
No, and why'd they turn the lights out? The lights don't need to be turned out. You can turn all the lights on. It's okay.
Well, maybe these are, what do you call it, nocturnal snakes.
Maybe they want to create an environment like a horror movie. Maybe that's what they want.
Thumbnail. Oh, it's just a log.
And it's stone cold silent in here, too.
No, it isn't. Julie's here.
Well, okay, if you don't see the king cobra, should you be worried? I need to
I wonder if the king cobra went to Fort Lauderdale.
because we just got in this place. So
You think the king cobra went to Fort
if
Lauderdale?
I can't find the king cobra, is it on the floor out here, outside of its terrarium?
All right, this is an Asian water monitor. It's the largest of the lizard. Oh, this genus contains the largest lizard, which is a Komodo dragon.
Of course, the lizard's in its home.
But this one can reach up to 9 feet, almost 10. How do you say that? A special organ, the vomeronasal organ.
A
Found in
Jacob's
snakes.
organ.
Well, he's big. He's bigly.
He's a big guy,
What, maybe 4 or 5 feet?
but he's non-venomous. But the bite would probably still hurt. No.
Ooh.
Oh no.
This was a big thing.
If Julie says ooh, I don't want to go around the
I
corner.
didn't say ooh, I said woo.
I don't want to go around the corner. Oh my god, guys. Oh my god.
This is a reticulated python.
Of course it is. A reticulated python with 2 dog bowls.
It's the largest state native to Asia. It can get up to 21 feet long and 165 pounds. Look at him, don't look at me.
That's more than you weigh.
Mm-hmm.
Goodness sake.
It's also longer than I am. Their natural diet includes mammals and birds.
I love how it just says mammals. It didn't say up to this amount of pounds.
That would definitely eat a cavapoo, don't you think?
Yeah, that would, yeah. All puppies should be scared.
There's a piece of his skin. Do you see it?
I do. Let me see if I can zoom in on that. Come on. Here we go.
There's more pieces here. Lots of pieces. There's like a little
Yeah.
skin trail.
There
Do
we
you
go.
see his head?
Yeah.
Where is it?
Well, maybe not the top of it. I think he's.
I see his eyes. Okay.
You do?
If you're looking at him from left to right, you see like a loop and then the hole and then a loop and a loop. Okay. Between these 2 loops on the left,
Trying
I
to
see
zoom.
one of his eyes sparkling and he's looking like right at me.
Oof. Do I have it zoomed in?
No, you're on the wrong side.
I'm on the wrong
When I said
side.
right, I meant his right. Sorry. Oh, he's over here.
He's over here.
The head is in that little crevice right there. I don't think you can see it on camera, but I can see his eye.
Oof. No. Nope. Okay. I'm glad I didn't eat
You call
before I
that
showed
A
up.
nope rope, right? This one is an African rock python.
The question is why?
Why what?
Why snakes
What do you mean why snakes?
exist?
Why do they exist?
Okay, non-venomous. I'm still worried about that king cobra, which is venomous, not being in his home. I was saying home and crate together. His home.
This one kills by constriction, and it can eat large rodents, monkeys, warthogs, antelopes, fruit bats, monitor lizards, and even crocodiles.
Moving on. Wow.
He's beautiful though. Look how his spots remind me, you know, you've ever seen somebody who has like hardwood floors, but you can see where they saw
knot,
tree
yeah.
and the knots match,
Mhm.
but they're not twins, they match like that's how all of his spots look. Like you can see that each one changes, but only a little bit.
Yeah, he sees you too.
Look how big his head is. I like when they're active like this and moving, so you get to see. Look at him breathe. Can you see him breathing?
I'm trying not to look directly at him.
He's got nice round eyes. That means he's
Yeah, I know he's non-venomous.
unlikely to bite.
I think Oh, I don't know.
He's got pretty eyes. Actually, they remind me of Abra's eyes. They're so round.
Wow. I will say they don't have any signs about not tapping on the glass.
I don't mean to keep doing that. That was an accident.
No. I'm just saying, like.
Look, it's a rainbow boa, and he's all one color. Why? Oh, this is named for his iridescent skin that refracts light and can create a rainbow multicolor effect.
Okay,
He only gets up to 4 to 6 feet long, and they eat rodents, birds, and some aquatic life and lizards.
I'm cool with this guy.
And they can live over 25 years, and they can live in a dry savanna. They give birth to live young, too.
They give birth to live young.
There's another one in there.
And it's non-venomous.
Oh, and there's one under this rock, too. So there's only 2 trees and 3 snakes.
Was it just me, or did I learn as a kid that all venomous snakes gave live birth and all non-venomous laid eggs?
I'm going to double check that on the
Yeah,
screen.
I mean, well, clearly I'm wrong. No, clearly I'm wrong. This one just tapped on the glass at me.
What?
He tapped on the glass.
Albino monocled cobra?
I just about lost my
He looks
glass.
mean. Look at that neat spot right behind his head. Monocled cobras are terrestrial and most active at dusk. In rice-growing areas, they hide in rodent burrows in between fields and have become semi-aquatic.
He looks mad. He has red eyes.
When threatened, they will raise the interior portions of their bodies, spread a hood,
Yeah.
hiss.
And say, go
Well,
away.
I guess if he's a cobra, that makes sense. This is an albino specimen. Oh, so this is not what they look like in the wild. This is just an albino one. I thought that was part of its name.
Me too, yeah. Okay, let me go back.
So you said he was angry with you, huh?
Well, he tapped on the glass. We'll get this guy in just a second. I want to go back. This one does have the sign. It's an Egyptian cobra. You can see him.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, he's got a... Okay, I'm going to get to him in a minute. Let me go to this guy. But I don't know where he is.
Oh, I see him. Is that his head I'm looking at right there? Can you see him?
I see him curled up.
If you look at him...
Oh, yeah, there's his head.
I don't know why there's this sign, this poster here. But look.
I do. He don't like having the glass tapped.
I'm not tapping, don't worry.
Here's his head. Let me see if I can get the light to shine on it. I don't think he wants to be bothered.
Ooh, okay. The largest cobra species native to Africa. The venom affects the nervous system, stopping the nerve signals from being transmitted to the muscles, and later stages stopping those transmitted to the heart and lungs as well, causing death due to complete respiratory failure.
That sounds
Most ancient
scary.
sources say that Cleopatra committed suicide by being bitten by an asp. And that's funny because I have read a book on Cleopatra and I remember that story being told that it was not actually true. But I've seen it come up in the crossword puzzle like 3 times in the last year.
I was going to say I had it come up on the crossword this morning that I did.
It's always a 3-letter word and it's ASP and it's referring to how Cleopatra killed herself.
What's this
Look
one?
at this thing. Oh, I can't pronounce it. Papuan taipan. Its venom is the most potent of all known snake venoms. But look at him. He's got like that. Oh, his head just went back. He's got like that rainbow iridescence. That's so pretty.
Yeah, for some reason he has another little hidey-ho back here. Yeah, his coloration is great.
I wish we could see his head again. Well, he's the one that needs to be named Rainbow something or other.
This guy's still really active.
Look at him.
I also keep looking onto the ground just to make sure there's nothing moving
You are
where I'm
so right
stepping.
about that cover.
Yes.
I want to show off our friend, the African rock python, just a little more because boy, he is active. Look at him. Look at him move. I like when a snake starts moving and it's like an escalator. Each piece moves behind. Golden spitting cobra.
Spitting.
It's been recorded from Indonesia and look, Java, Bali, Lombok, all places I remember. It's frequently found in the rice fields and it can get up to 4.3 feet long. Oh, maximum of 6 feet long. He's
See his
pretty
head?
though.
He is pretty. think
I
of
really like
course,
his speckles.
I assume they're docile until provoked.
Oh, assumptions.
Mm-hmm.
I wouldn't make them when it comes to snakes.
Mm-hmm.
This one is a Javan spitting cobra, so a similar one, I guess. Also from Indonesia, and can get to be the same length. God, his markings are gorgeous.
Ooh, that head.
He reminds me of an English Springer Spaniel. Nice dark head and that chocolatey speckled look.
Mm-hmm.
Oof. There's two in here.
Two in here.
This is a speckled cobra. I think it's from India. You can get bit and not manifest symptoms for up to 2 hours following a bite.
Yeah, hard pass. I can't.
Here.
Yeah, maybe this one's a new one or something. They just have where he's located.
They haven't made him a sign yet. This is one from Africa, southern Africa. Black spitting cobra.
Another spitting cobra. Says they're active during the day.
Ooh, this one blends right in with the rock. He's breathing. Wow. This one is the Russell's viper from the Indian subcontinent.
Okay.
I just saw him
look at
breathe.
him.
Look at him breathe.
Whoa. Wow.
Mm-mm. Oh, this one's got his. Can you see? He's flared out.
Oh, hang on.
This one's the Sufan's cobra. He had his the
His
thing
hood?
behind his neck. Yeah, his hood flared out, but he was on the ground though. This one's from Thailand. He's really pretty. Those colors are pretty together. All those spots.
In that rock, I can
Yeah,
see
he
how
really
he
blends
can.
in,
Yeah,
doesn't
he
he?
can blend in.
Ooh.
That one made me nervous.
This
Carpet
is the
python.
Carpet python. I don't really want to take my eyes off of him. He's non-venomous.
Okay.
He can get up to 13 feet long. He's from Australia. He reminds me of a copperhead.
Yeah.
Hi. Well, you got mean-looking eyes. Oh, sorry. Good.
No, you're okay.
Doesn't his little snoot look like Abra, though?
Yeah. It looks like he's grinning.
All animals.
Ooh, this guy's looking.
Wish you could catch him with his hood out again.
I know.
This one's a rattlesnake. We all know this guy. Southern American rattlesnake. They are so pretty, though. This one's a cantil. He lives in Mexico and Central America.
Look at that. Looks like he has like sunglasses on.
They don't like to bite, but their bites are fatal. And they're only up to 2 feet long.
Yellow lips. That's what it means. Okay, interesting.
I like these two over here.
I've seen one of these here on YouTube.
This guy.
Hang on, I had to shoot back to the python. Okay, I'm moving around. Who do we have here?
I've seen one of these on YouTube. This is the West African green mamba.
Ooh, the green
Look how
mamba.
long his tail is. It reminds me of like a whip when the scales get that shape.
Yeah,
He is so active and so
looks like
pretty.
he's getting ready to start molting too. Oh, look. Oh, hello.
Oh, go around the other side. See what his belly looks like. Sometimes their bellies are pretty too. Oh yeah, it's kind of pearly, pearlescent color. Look at he's shedding around his face. I bet you make a pretty skin. I love when they're active like this.
Yeah.
I wonder if that's an old wound. Or is
Ooh, I don't know. It looks like a chunk's been taken out of him, doesn't it? This guy's still staring at me.
that guy was pretty cool.
Uh-huh.
Aww. This reminds me of the green snakes my dad used to catch for me and let me play with. But this is a mamba.
Only it's a
and a
mamba.
highly venomous snake.
Yeah.
They only get up to 2 feet long. But boy, doesn't that look like a green snake in the garden? He's so pretty.
Oh.
This one's a black mamba from South and East Africa. 2 drops of its venom can kill a human. And it takes from 20 minutes to 3 hours.
And I bet it's torture the entire time. Gosh.
This one is a puff adder. It's a common snake in Africa. It hisses
Look at him
and
breathing.
coils. Oh wow, that's pretty.
How muscular he is.
Mm-hmm.
Let me see if I can come around you and get his head. You see his head?
Mm-hmm. Look how blunt his little snout is.
Ooh. His nostrils. Gosh.
These ones are from Brazil. They're called the Brazilian throated lions.
Mm-hmm.
Female snakes are larger than male snakes in this species.
So this one's a female on my left, the screen's right?
Well, I don't know if this is a male and a female, but the females of these are bigger than the males. But I don't know if they put...
Oh, it didn't say, sorry.
Yeah.
Okay.
I don't know.
Are they venomous?
Mm-hmm. And they can deliver more than 1 bite in a single bite. I'm not sure what that means, but a single attack, they can deliver multiple bites.
That's
Scary.
crazy.
Aww.
Oh, finally something that's not a snake.
Mexican beaded lizard. Venomous though.
He is venomous.
Oh, we got the snakes. Instead of anaconda.
What do we have?
This one's an eastern coral snake from North Carolina through Florida. Is this one of the red on yellow killifellow snakes? Okay.
But we can only see his tail.
I have never seen one of these in the wild.
No, me either.
Even though I've lived in North Carolina and Florida. Venom produced here at Reptile World's Serpentarium is used to produce the anti-venom.
That's awesome.
I wonder if that's used like all around. I wonder if that's used like as first aid like around the country.
Probably, yeah, probably is.
This one.
What is
This
it?
one's a southern copperhead, and I know all about a copperhead. North Carolina all the way to Florida. But he's in the vlog, you can't really see him.
His head. The camera can see him.
I can't see him. I don't need to.
You have to watch the video. His head is pointed out.
So, you were asking why do snakes exist? The copperhead venom has been found to hold a protein called contorprostatin.
Okay.
Contorprostatin, and it will actually halt the growth of cancer cells.
That's awesome.
They've only done it in mice so far, but they're working on seeing.
That's awesome.
Isn't that great?
Yeah.
That's why snakes exist. Non-venomous. Okay.
Oh, this is just a green tree.
Look at
Yeah.
his little bumpy head. Little green tree python. He lives in the rainforest.
Yeah, you can totally tell. I love how he just plops himself over. Like
yeah, how do
he's
you
just
get in that
straddling the
position?
tree.
How do you get in that position?
And he's like,
to
"I'm
get there,
good."
like without falling off
I know.
the side.
I know.
I love his little knobby head. Ooh, another beaded lizard. Didn't we have one of these already?
I think so.
Mexican beaded lizard.
Ooh.
He's a big one.
I can't.
This reminds me of what we saw running around when we went to the Aztec ruins in Cancun.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, that's right. See if I can get his head. Oh, yeah, there it is. There we go.
The classic boa constrictor. Native to forests in Central and South America from Colombia to northern Argentina. There's two of them. There's another little head. He's like
I
completely
see. Yeah.
crushing his lady friend underneath of him.
Yeah, one looks like it has newer skin than the other, doesn't it?
Mm-hmm.
Brighter, more vibrant. Hello.
Look at his little mustache. Can you see his
I do, yeah.
Can you see his he's got a little mustache on the tip of his nose.
See that there? Little Ricky Ricardo
What a
mustache.
cutie. Ooh.
Oh no. I know this guy.
I see another one of these pop up constantly
A
on my,
gaboon.
on my YouTube too. Gaboon Viper. They are so evil looking, and that stripe looks like a road going down their back.
Guys, what is neat about him, I've seen video on this guy as well, is how he moves. He moves like a centipede. He
Oh,
doesn't
really?
slither. He actually moves like he has little feet underneath him.
They have a reputation for being slow moving and placid. Yeah, they look evil though.
And look, his head is such a different color than the rest of his body. Looks like a dead leaf, doesn't it? Gosh.
This one is a ball python from West Africa.
Are these the ones that people usually use as pets?
I
or
think
keep
so.
as pets?
I think
Okay.
so. So it says the wild caught imported adults have a difficult time adapting to captivity and they refuse to eat.
Aww.
But if you don't handle them, they can usually eventually settle in.
Okay.
I guess these are better if you want them as a pet to not try to catch one of them.
Oh, gotcha. Okay.
This one bites, but his bites are not fatal. It's called a dusky pygmy rattlesnake, and we've got
Boy,
them all over Florida.
He looks mean though, doesn't he?
He looks like he's got a lot of energy. He's ready to go.
Yeah.
Look how furry he looks. See how his scales, they're shining the light so it looks like he's got fur almost.
So does he have a rattle? I know that sounds dumb, but oh, he does look furry.
You can't see his tail.
Oh, he don't like it.
The rattle sounds like an insect buzzing.
Okay.
And we probably know what
I
was
would
there
not
until
know.
it's too late.
Yeah.
This one's a western rattlesnake.
Boy, he looks mean too, doesn't he?
All the triangle head ones.
Oh goodness.
Another eastern diamondback.
Yeah, right here.
rattlesnake.
We all know this guy on the East Coast. Oh, he's a big boy too. Look at that. But again, it looks like a raccoon. The way the
Yeah,
stripes
he
on his
does,
face
he
over his
does.
eyes.
It's really pretty.
Oof.
Look at that little bitty mouth.
Until he opens it up.
Look at the muscles popping up along his spine. Do you see?
Yeah.
As he twists.
Oh wow.
Do you see that?
Yeah.
I don't know if that's a muscle or not. Somebody's going to get in the comments and tell me that's not. I don't know what it is. I just saw it pop up as he started to
Almost
raise
looks
up.
like a little tumor or something.
Well, maybe that's what it is.
But look at how muscular the underside of that jaw is.
Snakes are beautiful, but
So have you ever seen us? Yeah, since we don't have a
another western diamondback rattlesnake.
Oh, rattlesnakes, yeah.
He's a big one.
Yeah. Those are the ones you can find in California. But then, this is one of those rattlesnakes.
These all say venomous. Yeah.
Yeah, and these rattlesnakes you can find in Florida.
I wonder if this is. I know this guy, and actually when we were at Gatorland the other day, I wanted to ask, what's the difference between a cottonmouth and a water moccasin?
Mm-hmm.
And it's the same thing.
Oh, okay.
There you go. I do know these guys. It's a snake that I have encountered in my life before, in the wild.
A cottonmouth?
Mm-hmm. I've seen them. I've never been.
I've seen one on the water going across the top of the water.
Yeah, water moccasins is what we call them. I have seen them. They like skim across the top of the water like.
Yes. I bet Julie doesn't know there's a second one back there. It's dark.
No, I didn't. I didn't know they came in different colors.
Me either. Hmm.
Yes, he's like in defense right now. You see him like that?
Another
Right.
boa.
This one comes from Madagascar. It's called the Malagasy ground boa.
Boas don't look mean to me. Of all the snakes we've seen so
They
far.
look like if you would just keep them fat and happy, they
Yeah.
wouldn't hurt you. They'd only eat you if they had to.
Right.
But they'll never stop growing.
That's what's
And
crazy, that they never
Are you
stop
going to be able
growing.
to keep up with their nutritional needs?
Yeah.
Look how blunt this little head is.
What's a pine
Florida
snake?
pine snake. Constricting snakes. They're found in dry, sandy areas.
There's also 2 of those in this one.
They are of a definite benefit to the environment and should never be harmed.
Let me go to the other side and see if I can get the underside.
Imagine harming a snake without
Well, no, I mean, I don't.
necessity.
Yeah, I don't like to. Just because I don't like snakes, I don't want to kill them. Uh-oh, he's following your finger.
No, I think he's running from me.
Oh. It's like, leave me
They can
alone.
even see me.
Leave me alone. They can probably detect your heat, unless it's really thick panes of glass, which it may be. Ooh, look at this little guy. This is a good old corn
it's a
snake.
Non-poisonous.
We all know him,
Yep,
because we get scared and think it's a copperhead.
it isn't. Are they even, they're not any type of nefarious snake, are they?
No, I think they have teeth, but that's about
They
it.
can get up to 5 feet long.
Yeah, they look nasty in barns.
But I've never heard of anybody getting hurt from poison.
Okay, do I know this one to Florida? don't know if I know
thought king
this
snakes
one.
were solid black or had black with like gray
Yeah.
markings. I did not know they were such a light color. They can live up to 20 years.
Wow, straight up. You would see that in the wild and think it was a rattlesnake without ever.
Being able to see its tail.
Yeah. I think he might be asleep.
They are native to central and northern Florida. So
Cool. So we're in the, yeah. Look around. And this guy.
this is a Pueblan milk snake. Non-venomous. It comes in several different color patterns. So this one is the red on yellow, red on black, whatever. This one's the safe one, right?
Yes, the red and the black touch. This one's a safe one.
Yeah, it's usually bred in captivity, and it discharges a stink from as a defense mechanism, like a skunk.
I don't want to bite you.
They're from Mexico.
Nice. Well, I think this little guy has some pumpkin in his dish. What is this?
This is a lychee gecko, and he is non-venomous, and he is so cute. Can you see his head?
Yeah.
Can you see his little hands?
Wow.
Look at his
So
eye.
cool.
That's a pretty eye. That doesn't even
It
look
is,
real, does
yeah.
it?
No,
Look at
it
that
doesn't.
tiny little slit in his eye. Aw, what a cutie. Rat snakes.
Oh, good old rat snakes.
Non-venomous. Well, we knew that because they constrict.
You want these guys all over your farm.
Yeah.
Look at him.
I didn't see his head up there. I was trying to find it.
I think that maybe there's
This one has
He's so pinked. Look at that.
Mm-hmm. And then you know this guy too, the old hog nose.
Oh, I've seen these.
Mm-hmm.
They remind me of the spiny soft-shell turtles. Endemic to North America, basically the whole thing.
Wow, you're right.
So he's getting in there. Look at that body. And the green.
Not dangerous to humans. It's very rare that they would bite, and their fangs are in the rear of their mouth.
Oh, interesting. Okay. That's different. This one has an interesting name.
It's called the children's python, and it's from Australia.
See if I can get his head. It's way back there. There we go.
I don't know why it's called the children's python. And they only get up to 3 feet long.
Okay. It looks nasty, doesn't it?
Mm-hmm.
I mean, that one looks slimy.
This one's a California king snake,
Okay.
non-venomous. It's pretty markings, isn't it?
Yeah.
Look how
It's almost-
the dashes turn to dots all of a sudden going down its tail. See how they're like stripes? And then you get down
Yeah.
its tail and they've turned into polka dots.
I wonder if that mimics some sort of plant, maybe
Maybe-
in that area.
I wonder if, like, as it gets older, does it grow new ones?
Oh, good. Yeah, good question.
When he's born, is he born with like a yellow stripe and it spreads out? I don't know. It's cool. Oh, this is a biggie big. Blood python from Malaysia, Sumatra, Bangkok. It doesn't say much about them on the sign, but well, he's a big one. Look how he's like crushing his
I
blood.
know. Wow. I mean, he's bigger around in the middle than my arm is, almost my thigh. I mean,
yeah, look.
he
You
is.
get my thigh
Yeah.
in the shot. That's my calf.
That's your calf.
Bigger,
But yeah.
bigger than my calf.
But yeah, I mean, that's insane. Wow,
What a
that's
shot
a
there.
big guy. This one, it might be a little bit dark. He's not directly in the light.
This one's a red-tailed boa.
Yeah, that's what they call spinning cobras. There's like a kind of snake that will spit venom into your eye.
Can't see him very well.
No,
I
not
hope
very
you can see him
well.
better on the phone.
A little bit, yeah. It does
Big
a
dog.
better job of the lighting there. That's a big water bowl, yeah. I'll walk on over and see if you can get the rest of him here. There you go. It's a little better of an image. Sorry, the glass, well, it's not glass. It's plastic in this one. It's got some scratches on it.
Information. These are non-venomous. They're
Okay.
Argentine black and white tegus.
Ooh.
They're from South America, the central part of South America.
It looks like they had a hair on them.
Look at his, like the side of his chin. That guy back there in the back.
Oh,
You think
yeah.
that's like they said at the Gatorland? Do you think that's jaw muscle, or do you think that's
Wow, can you imagine if it is?
no?
Gosh.
Editing Julie will try to find answers to in the moment Julie's questions, but anyone in the comments who is watching this, feel free to correct me because I just don't know when the sign doesn't say.
I know.
It's a big,
Oh,
a non-venomous
Okay.
anaconda. So that means he's constrict, right? He's native to South America.
wow. And I think, is he in water here? I can't tell if that's
Oh,
dry
yeah, I
or...
think he is. They live in swamps, marshes, and
Okay.
slow-moving rivers. So in the wild, they live for 15 to 20 years, but in captivity, they actually live a little bit longer. They
Okay.
can live up to 23 years in captivity. He looks nice.
Yeah, he doesn't look bad at all.
As long as you throw him a mouse every once in a while, I think he would.
You think he'd do
He'd be
okay?
pretty chill.
Mm-hmm.
I'd like to know. I wish that they could say, like on the sign, this snake is 4 feet long, but they can get up
Right.
to 8 feet.
Right.
This is the type food a 4 foot long one eats. Like, is it a mouse? Is it a rat? Is it a guinea pig? Is it a rabbit? Like, what size does this eat? I'm curious. I wish they had that for every single one of these.
I would like to know,
I understand that they can get from 3 to 4 feet long, but how big is this one? And
Yeah.
what does he eat?
I would like to know how long they've been here
Yeah.
at this
I wish I had
Serpentarium.
more backstories. Like, it was really cool when we were out front and we had backstories.
Yeah.
And everything. I wish all these snakes had their backstories.
I think that was the last reptile in this
I think you're right.
part. Yeah.
I didn't see a crocodile. Oh, future. He's coming in the future.
Yeah.
This is where we came in, right?
Mm-hmm.
I remember that pool. There was nothing in here, right? And
That
then-
was the future crocodile habitat.
Okay. This looks like maybe the lab.
Yeah, I think this
where
is
they
the-
catch the venom.
The lab. It's bright sunlight in the middle of the day, so we're trying to get what we can here for you.
Interesting.
But yeah,
I'd love to know more about that.
I think this is where the venom is stored back there in the corner. Yeah, I'd like to know more about that myself. Very cool.
Look at these snake skins. No clue. They're $500 and $900. Isn't that beautiful? Look how perfectly it's in.
I know.
How do you think they got one so perfect? Because the snakes we saw shedding were shedding like in little flaky bits.
Yeah. Wow,
That's
so
amazing. That'd be fun to have across the wall.
Cool. Uh-huh.
All right, guys. That was Reptile World Serpentarium.
We like being in Central Florida and looking for roadside attractions. This was something that driving back when we lived here full time in Melbourne, we actually passed once and wanted to come back and see it, or Julie more than I did. But
it definitely has that classic Florida roadside attraction.
yeah,
feel.
it totally does. And everybody was nice. $15 admission. You know, if I'm comparing it to other things that we have done, maybe a little more expensive than what you get. And they didn't offer a Florida discount, which Florida resident discounts are like a standard thing that we've come to at least find when looking for things to do.
We got into Gatorland for barely more money than we got into here, but we were in Gatorland for so many hours. We kind of wore ourselves out. But we did all of Serpent World in under an hour. So now the Venom show was not happening today. The guy that does the show is out of town right now, but they did give us a signed receipt so we can come back and see that another day. So that was nice.
That was nice. Yeah.
But as far as the exhibits that were here, it only took us maybe an hour tops.
Maybe an hour tops. They do have future plans. I showed you on the vlog. They've built a few other habitats, but nothing in them right now. So
there's a crocodile coming.
Yeah, there's a crocodile coming. But I don't know. I guess the all the snakes in there with the lights off. That was interesting. Yeah. So they definitely create the environment, and it was neat to see. I've never seen anything like that before. But like you said, after coming back from Gatorland and having been to like things like the Melbourne Zoo where you see a variety, and thinking of the cost, this one's I mean, at your own discretion if you want to come. If you love snakes, then you would probably love this. If you got a little kid who
absolutely loves snakes, this is the place to go because they're not going to waste your time with much besides snakes.
No, that's true, and we sort of knew that, but yeah, it was some.
I enjoyed it. I really did.
I enjoyed it too.
I think for me, it's probably a one and done. I will do my best to get back here to get the Venom show at some point, but I hate that I missed that. I think it's so cool that they used the Venom from the Venom show to make antidotes.
That was great. And what's nice is it seems like we have a theme here in Florida, or at least in this area of Florida, where if they do involve animals, reptiles, mammals of any sort, that they are adding pieces of research and using, their the animals' benefits for other things, I guess.
I appreciate that there are places like this for animals to go when the unfortunate happens and someone has bought or adopted a pet that they can no longer take care of, or perhaps they pass away, or maybe the pet becomes much more of a chore than they ever dreamed it would be. Unfortunately, those situations do happen. And I'm so glad that there are places like this where, at the very least, it's not a life wasted and it's an animal that can provide educational opportunities for the next generation.
That's right. And so for the $15, that's absolutely fine per person, because we know it is going to something bigger than just this building. So I like that.
Not animals that have been stripped out of their natural habitat as much as they are animals that are here for educational purposes. And I really enjoyed it. I think it was probably a one and done for me, but I definitely had a good time.
No, I did too. And I'm glad we got to kind of mark it off our list, because after we left Melbourne, I wasn't sure if we were going to be able to get back here to this side of 192.
I was always going to bring you back here. we came down 192 on the way home from Orlando on Michael's birthday over a year ago now. And when we drove past here, I was like, turn around, turn around, turn around. I was so excited. I had never heard of this place before.
And then,
I was always coming back here.
I didn't turn around that day.
I got you good.
You got me back. You got me back. But no, I'm glad we made it a standalone video. So I'm glad we got to do it. this, I think we've said before in the vlogs, coming to Orlando, we have made it a point to try to see more of natural Florida, and this to me was one of those things, like a roadside attraction that's been here for years and years. Those are things that we're trying to soak up while we're here, and so for that reason, I enjoyed it. Yeah,
I had a good time.
yeah, me too.
All right, guys, we will see you another day in another adventure.
Have a good day, guys.
Bye, everybody.
Bye-bye.
Bonus footage. These are the bathrooms, but how cool is this dragon holding up this light bulb? And it reminds me of the dragons in Kenansville.
Yes,
Do you remember that?
I do.
One of our first vlog adventures we went on. We were retracing the steps of an Adam the Woo video, and he went to some cool places.
It was an old bank, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. it was
And
an
for
old
no
bank.
apparent reason, they had a really cool looking light in the back of the bank where you would never know it was there. And it had dragons, and that's what this reminds me of. The vlog is over.